What's up YouTube, this is 17 Chris Jenkins, and I'm finally back with another Pokemon Battle Strategy video. It's been a good while since I did these, the last one being Skarmory, and so not been playing Pokemon a lot, been playing with Gary's Mod and Camtasia and such. I really haven't been on my Pokemon games, but I recently got back on just long enough to breed an EV train, a Dewgong. Yes, a Dewgong, one of the kind of hidden in the shadows Gen 1 Pokemon that's really hard to raise and that really doesn't get a lot of love. Looking at you, Flareon and Seaking. But I don't know. I've actually seen more strategies lately with Dewgong than I thought. But this is kind of just my 2 cents on it. So yeah, like I said, Dewgong is really one of those Pokemon kind of just shrouded in the backdrop of Gen 1. Not a whole lot of people use it. I've never honestly seen one on Wi-Fi ever. Like seriously. And so, I mean, it's kind of a hard Pokemon to use. I mean, personally, I do like Dewgong. I have since back in the old days, back when I was playing Fire and Leaf Green and all that. And it's just a cool Pokemon. Very difficult to use, but still really cool. And I mean, I have the mindset that any Pokemon can be good with the right moves, right ability, right anything, right setup, anything. So in certain opportunities, any Pokemon can shine into battle. And so, yeah, I tried to make my own little Dewgong strategy. And I'm normally not a big fan of setup, but with Dewgong's move pool like it is, I tried to make the best of it, just kind of bulk it up. Because, I mean, looking at its stats, and I'm going to probably start using Pokemon Showdown. This is just like a screenshot I took and edited in Paint. But I'm probably going to start using this because the low quality of the 3DS camera at certain times just doesn't work out too well. So I decided I'm just use screenshots and stuff. So yeah, as you can see here, I went with a bold nature and went and maxed out its HP and balanced out its defenses as well as I could and gave it protect, stockpile, hail, and ice body with the ice beam with the ability ice body and the item leftovers. So I really just kind of wanted to play to Dewgong's strengths. It's that durability factor that it gets stockpile, and I hate to sound like Verlis here, but stockpile is quite a handy move. I mean, it gives you that good amount of bulk, and with Dewgong's stats, at level 50, they fight level 50 on Wi-Fi. At level 50, it's got well around 323 in both defenses. So with almost 200 HP, that's pretty good sustain if I do say so myself. So you just basically set it with stockpile, you stockpile protect, stockpile protect, stockpile protect, unless it's more of a weaker Pokemon that you're fighting, maybe a Technician Persian or something, or just something that doesn't really hit hard or something that's setting up. You just take that opportunity to just go ahead and set up stockpile. Then you set up hail. So with Ice Body, you're getting sustain from leftovers and Ice Body. So at the end of every turn, you're getting 2 HPs gained back. Plus, if you're using Protect, that is 4 bouts of HP restore. So that's pretty good. And then also Ice Beam to get extra damage because it's stab, and it's also boosted by hail. And so really, this is really about all I could come up with. I did notice that Dewgong got Brine as I leveled it up, which is really good if you get a Pokemon at half HP, because I found that using Ice Beam, unless it is super effective, or if it's a really, really, really frail Pokemon, Ice Beam, even with Stab and Hail, is not going to do a whole lot, honestly, because Dewgong has quite poor stats overall on the offensive side. I mean, it has the exact same special attack as speed, so it's not saying much. Still pretty bulky defensively, I have to say. It's very balanced overall. That's kind of its downfall, though, is it's so balanced, it doesn't really shine in any particular stat except with Stockpile because of the stat boost. So, I mean, I've seen people use physical ones like with Waterfall, Ice Shard, Aqua Jet, and stuff like that. I mean, this thing does get some very interesting moves through breeding and such. I mean, it gets Fake Out, Entrainment, Perish Song, like I said, Stockpile that I use. It gets Signal Beam naturally, and of course, if you played Pokemon Battle Revolution, you remember the horrifying Disable Encore set. So, I mean, it even gets Belch. I mean, that's kind of hard to use, but still, it's pretty cool. I mean, you can. It's a hard Pokemon to use, but I feel like Dewgong definitely has some potential, especially just being bulky. I mean, this, of course, like any Pokemon, this thing has a good amount of stops. I mean, it has quite a good number of things that stop it in its tracks. I mean, its 4 weaknesses: electric, fighting, grass, and rock, all are quite common with rock slide, fighting type moves like Close Combat and Brick Break and Drain Punch and stuff. Of course, grass types like Venusaur with thick fat. Many other grass types can just wall this thing out. Ludicolo being one of them, probably. And of course, electric. I mean, Thunderwave, anything, any status, this thing's gone because it doesn't have rest. So there's a lot of stops to this thing. I mean, honestly, all you have to do is knock off its leftovers. I mean, it still get restored with hail, but it just, I don't know. And plus, if anything's super, like I said, it has to be really frail or super effective for Ice Beam or to do anything. And if the Pokemon has leftovers or is just super bulky or is already set up with attack, like Swords Dance, Calm Mind, Nasty Plot, anything like that, you're just done for. So this is pretty much kind of one of those late game Pokemon, one of those Pokemon that comes in after you've taken out the big threats and kind of just wipes the slate clean of the rest of the team. And so, yeah, while it is tough to use, I do like Dewgong, and this is probably, I mean, this was working pretty well when I was just doing some computer battles. I mean, the best thing is up against dragons and frail grass types. I mean, you put this thing up against something like a Tropius, which no one really uses Tropius, it's gonna die. But even Noivern survived an Ice Beam, which it was like 5 levels higher. That was, what's his face's, or what's her face's? Oh, what's her name? The dragon lady. I forget. But, yeah, the lady with Noivern, Altaria, and all them. So, yeah, it's risky business. I mean, but if you like Dewgong, by all means, try this set out. I mean, there's so many more on the internet you could try out. That Disable Encore in Battle Revolution was absolutely terrifying because it would lock you in a move and then just stop you dead in your tracks. And that was Mysterio's whole team, I think, that one round. And then you lost and had to go back to the next round, and it was just a pain. But yeah, Dewgong can prove to be quite irritating and quite fun to use if you get it right. So yeah, hope you guys like this little strategy. Thank you guys for watching. God bless, and I'll see you guys next time with another video. Later, guys.